she's unique. She said, I want to be different. I want to stick out. Blah. Listen here, lady. People kept calling me, oh my gosh, Princess Leia. You're so funny. I think it's cute. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to learn how to hide monstrous beast-like zits on your face. And today, this morning, this one graced me with its presence. I woke up and I was like, ah! So with that, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to show you guys how to hide monstrous, big, red, inflamed zits. This is perfect for any kind of redness on your face that you're trying to conceal and hide before you put on your foundation. It's a really, really good way to do it. And a lot of drugstore brands are coming out with this green colored concealer, so you can basically find this anywhere. I haven't been able to try any drugstore options, so if you guys have some recommendations, please leave them in the comments below for others to also take advantage. So without further ado, let's get into this tutorial. So first, what you want to do is prime and moisturize the face. I already have moisturizer on, so now I'm going to go in with some primer water from Smashbox. And while that continues to dry, I'm just going to talk to you guys about what I'm using today. This is the 5 Camouflage Cream Palette from Makeup Forever, and it has all of these different concealers. And the concealer that we're really focusing in on today is this green one right here. This green is what is going to help us reduce redness. Green is actually known for canceling out redness, so you will see this in a lot of palettes. I mean, this is not the only palette that's out there, but this was my very first palette like this with the different concealers and the green, so it's my little tried and true. So I'm just going to use my finger for this, and now that I feel like my face is kind of dry, I'm going to dip that into the green, and I am going to go over this mountain and lightly dab. And I'm actually not going to rub this in because I want it to stay green so that it's canceling out this redness. And obviously you can put this all over your face. I have redness all over, but most of it is on this mountain that we have going on right here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more, and then on the edges I will go ahead and kind of let it fade and buff it in. The really nice thing about this palette that I love, while I'm letting this dry, I'm going to tell you some more information, is that they're very lightweight, so they don't feel very cakey. We are going to go in a couple times with concealer on this. Nobody likes to feel like it's caked on or it's really, really heavy, so this is really good for that, and I really enjoy this. So there are a ton of concealers that you guys can use, obviously just what your personal preference is. I would recommend something, again, that is lightweight with full coverage because you want to essentially hide the redness. This concealer that I'm using is from NYX. It's the Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo, and this is in a whole bunch of letters. But this concealer actually matches my skin tone because I don't want to go in with a lighter. I want it to match what my skin tone is right now, which is pretty pale light anyways, so it's not like it's much different from a lighter concealer. And I am going to tap that on top of this monster. And it's gonna look real funky. It's gonna look like that. Focus. I'm gonna zoom in for you, just for you guys. Zoom in! Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Okay, I'm zooming out now because that's not cute. So that's what we have so far. I'm gonna kind of let that set a little bit. Normally during this time, I'd be doing my eyes because I already had my eyes done. I actually got completely ready before this, but because what I did worked so well that I wanted to show you guys, I actually took all my foundation off so that I could show you again. Now I'm gonna go in with a foundation painter brush. This is a drugstore version, no name, pretty sure it's a Target version, and then I'm gonna go around the edges of it, not touching the middle just yet, and blending that in. And then I'm just going to tap on top of it. And then if you guys feel like you need to put another layer of the concealer on, or once this dries, if you feel like you want to put another layer of the green on, you can totally do that. The best thing about makeup that I love so much is there are no rules. Like, whatever works for you and whatever looks good, whatever gets the job done, basically. Whatever hides the monsters on your face that you want hidden, go for it. So if you feel like you need to put another layer on, go for it. It'll totally work just the same. Just allow this first layer to dry and then go back in and proceed as normal with the first couple steps. So I'm actually pretty okay with how this looks because I know once I put foundation on, it'll add that extra layer of coverage. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So now you can just go in with whatever foundation that you're comfortable with. Something probably with a little bit more full coverage is what I recommend. Today I'm using the NYX HD Studio Foundation, and this is in the shade Soft Beige. And I'm actually going to not like directly put foundation onto my chin because I want to go over it with the foundation brush. So and this brush that I'm using is an e.l.f. powder brush, but it's flat and it's a little bit more dense, and I really like using it as a foundation brush. So I'm gonna go in patting motions like so. Bringing it down on my neck. I'm not touching my I'm not touching my chin just yet because I want that concealer to dry completely before I go in with foundation. So now that I'm at the chin, that I feel ready enough to blend it in, I'm just again gonna go in patting motions. Gonna use just a teensy bit more foundation on my chin because I feel like it needs a little extra something. And I'm actually gonna use the same foundation brush for this, just so I feel like it's even and it's not lopsided and it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't feel cakey. That's the most important thing too, is it doesn't feel it and it doesn't look it. So even though you can still see the bump, you can't see any redness. That's what we aim for, essentially. I always get these annoying creases right here because I always do this with my forehead and I need to stop doing that. So now I'm gonna take the same foundation brush that we just used to apply our foundation, and I'm actually going to set it with a very light layer of a powder foundation. This is totally optional. You can go in with a setting powder, a translucent, or whatever really, but I feel like this is just one step extra, kind of make sure that that sucker can't be seen. Again, I'm gonna go in tapping motions like this and then bring it down on my neck. This also will set my foundation as well and just give me that extra coverage. Because the two face products that I use are not really heavy, super full foundation type products, I'm able to do a liquid foundation and a powder foundation without looking super cakey. And that's it. So I'm gonna show you closer that you can just see a little bump, but it's not red and it's not drawing a lot of attention. So if you guys are just like looking at me like this, I'm in my bathroom, this is where I film. So if you guys are just looking at me like this, you don't really notice it that much. Ta-da! So this is my really quick, super fresh summer face that I like to rock and is really good for hot, humid places. If you tend to be very oily, then this will also help. And that's it. It's pretty easy and simple. Doesn't take up too much time. If you're waiting for this portion to dry, you can always do your eyes, you can do your eyebrows, you can do your hair while you're waiting. So it's kind of one of those things that while this dries, you can do something else and then go back to it and then do something else. So it's fairly easy, very simple, doesn't take up a whole lot of time, and you can feel a little bit more okay with going out in public without everyone seeing your giant mountain on your face first before they see your actual face. So that's it for this tutorial today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for you. If you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click this button right here so you guys don't miss out on any of the fun videos I have coming on my channel very soon. You can also find me on all of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and my website. That's all linked down below for you guys to connect with me as always. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.